should never gave this dude a mic. Here we go! He's killing it. Watch out! He's so in love and he's mad about it. Madluh. That's why we say, come on, man, you already know. Madluh.
Big shout out to everybody listening, tuned in to QSJ Radio, home to the unsigned artists. Today I got a special guest and it's crazy different. And what I mean by crazy different is we're going to talk to people who are making a movie. Let's get serious. Like, why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. But as a good friend, he's always been reaching out and a fan of the show. So I definitely want to make sure that we get their kind of feature in here. I'm going to tell you right now, we got 3 people with us today. We got Ameera B in the background at a family event. So she'll come in once in a little bit. CeceKing and my boy Jay D Guzman, Justin D Guzman. They're all directors, and I think D is also a creator and an editor and a whole bunch of stuff, and we'll definitely get all that information to you guys here. But I just wanted to let you know the movie is called Picture Boy. It premieres this fall, and they're coming out of New Jersey. Listen, I don't know if y'all know, but Jersey, woo! If you're coming out of Jersey, you working hard, because that's a serious place. That's a serious place, I'm telling you. And they coming out of Camden, New Jersey. But we'll get more information, like I said before. Thank you guys so much, whoever is tuning in. I see everybody is fluttering me right now from New Jersey with the I Love New Jersey emotes. I see you. Okay. Da bien. But what I want to do right now is I want to get my peoples on here, and we're going to talk a little bit, man. We're going to talk about the movie Monstarz. Right now we got JT, Justin Guzman. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Amazing. Thank you for having us, man. I really want to give you your flowers before we start. I really appreciate what you do for the artists over in your area and over the internet. I don't know how I stumbled on you, but I supported you once I seen what you were doing. So please keep going.
Bro, thank you so much for those words, man. I don't even know, like, what people don't like me out here. I don't know. Like, let me stop. But yo, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you actually, reaching out, because I think he was reaching out to me about something else. Like basically content, like trying to get a reach out, like basically helping me out. And I think like after a little bit, we kind of like talked about this project that you got going on. So and Cece, she in here, right?
Yes, sir.
Here. Hey, hello everyone.
Hi Cece, how are you?
Amazing. How are you today?
Hey man, I'm good. I'm kind of nervous. I got the staff, the movie Monstarz in here, and and you guys are like, you're killing it. And I mean that in the most positive way, because it seems like this is not the only thing that you guys do, and we're definitely going to talk about those other things. But what I want to get to is Jay. First, you have a lot of talents, a lot of a bunch of things going on for you. Same thing with Cece, same thing with Ameera, and how did this first? What was the beginning? Was it the audio part? Was it going to school? What was your story?
For my story, it really starts with my family and going to church. I started off as an actor. I was doing all the skits and plays for church. We would raise money to travel the world. And one thing about my church, we always had community events. We always raised money for the inner city kids to go. And, and my house is always the house to have a sleepover. I had every video game. So everybody will always come over my house. I never can go nowhere, but I can always had everything for everybody to come to my house. And I started drawing at a young age. I want to say like 4th grade in detention. That's when I started drawing.
Okay, in detention. Okay.
Yeah. And then I got on punishment one time. And I really honed my skills. So shout out to my parents for being on punishment, because it really showed me that art was my outlet, because I wasn't good at writing. I used to skip like writing class. I used to skip
Wow.
all classes. I used to take my lunch and go down to where we did 3D animation, and
Oh,
um,
okay.
my first painting was like it went like, I forget the name of it, like Superstar New Jersey or something like that.
All right.
So I started all with that, and then as I got older, I didn't really like painting no more. I did a lot of oil pastels. The acting thing kind of fell to the wayside because it was never no outlet. But my parents always like, yo, you really did well acting, because I had like the like kids that were little remember me and walk up to me and it's like, yo, you really changed my life when you did this play or did that play.
Wow.
Um, so that really stuck with me. But I knew the acting thing I couldn't really get into because I never tapped into it. But then I
Okay.
started tapping into bringing people together.
Mm.
And that's when I started doing festivals, poetry nights. I will hook up with a lot of artists from locally, and I seen that they were having a disconnect with how to gather and bring people together.
Yeah.
They had quality music, but their social skills and their connection with people wasn't there. Um,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I know a guy down there. His skills of his people's skills is trash.
yeah,
But we're not gonna call nobody out. But
yeah. So then I did that, and then I don't know. One day I just quit my job, and I started pursuing festivals. Camden Night Gardens was my first festival. I met my business partner, who's my partner right now. We've been in business together for 6 years. Um, yeah, I really didn't know what I wanted to do, but I just knew I love to gather people, and I actually started cleaning bathrooms at Made in America, and I went from cleaning bathrooms to security to being next to the project managers for Made in America, going getting their coffees, to backstage, and now working with Rock Nation and doing all the events. So it was literally, it's
shout
like,
out to your people skills.
if you love what you do, you go and
Yeah.
you learn everything about it. So that's actually where I met Courtney. I met her DJ Active. I don't know if you know DJ Active.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
a bad boy.
Yep.
I actually did his first festival. We did
Wow.
one.
Okay.
I also did DJ Diamond Cut's first festival too.
Woo.
Um,
There's a lot of big
so I
names.
was behind moving stuff, making it happen. And then that's why I met Cece at that fest for DJ Active. I'm leaving out a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to get to
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah. But then that's when I met her, and then we seen each other, but then it was like it wasn't the time yet for us to link.
okay.
So then that's when me and my partner started I Create Productions, where we started doing websites, small business work. I started working with Foot Locker. I published this book for Virtual Hospital, and then fast forward, boom, had to plug my business in there. That's when CC approached me and said, "Yo, Just, I see you moving and shaking. I like your energy. Come to this meeting." When I tell you, this meeting was probably the best, well put together meeting in my life.
Wow.
Like they had folders, they had documents, they had stuff that you had to sign. Like you had to pay dues. Like any of that
An
stuff.
association.
Yeah,
Congratulations, bro.
yeah. It's like, yo,
Congratulations.
if you walk in a room in that, believe in whatever they're doing, bro. Like
Yeah,
they
for
got
real.
if they got a white binder with notes in it, like you gotta believe in it, and you paying dues. So
Yeah.
ever since
And the
then,
money
been
goes
here.
into what you guys are doing.
Exactly. So
Exactly.
I'm gonna let Cece get take reins.
CC. his build up of his excitement and how he got together with you. CC, how did all this start for you?
Okay, so all of this started for me, well, really knowing that I should be living in the arts, probably about 16 years old, maybe about 15 years old. I was going through, transitioning from a child to a young adult, young woman and things. So It was just a lot of things. I was trying to figure it out at that time, and my mom was trying to help me figure that out, of course. And she put me into this program. It was called Camden Community Connections, and I'm really grateful for that program because it really exposed me to just different parts of the art, fashion, music, um, like murals, things like that.
Mm.
So during this project, um, I remember one day coming in, and at the time, I really like my mom really always built me up to believe in myself and do anything that I wanted to do. So I have to pay homage to her for that because ever since I was a little girl, she just empowered me that I was a star. You know what I mean? That I
Yeah.
could do anything that I wanted to do. That was beautiful. So that really helped me with the confidence and just diving into any direction I decided to take. So about 16 years old, she put me in this program. And one day we had this project. So we do multiple projects. This one project in particular, it was a mural project. So our instructor or our mentor, that's what they were. They were mentors. Our mentor was like, you know what? I want you guys to take this picture. They never told us what the picture was for, but I want you to take this picture, and we might use if your picture gets picked, we might use your picture for something. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this picture. So that day, she's like, I just want you to do something creative in this picture. I want you to be express yourself.
Yeah.
So I decided when I took my picture, I decided to like lift my hands to the sky like this.
Okay.
Um, and that picture got chosen for a mural
Wow.
in my city. Yes,
Wow.
like a big mural on the
Like
side of the
like
wall.
the
A big mural on the side of the wall. It's in Camden on 9th and Atlantic Avenue. And so I was in that program. I was still, challenging, having challenges, going through a few things, and I got out of the program and started doing other things. I believe at that time, like school was starting back. So I was always a very active person, cheerleader, dance team, just, really living in the arts already, but just kind of not establishing what it is that I wanted to do. Um, so after a while, I remember randomly someone came up to me and was like, "Did you know that they painted a picture of you on a wall?" And I had knew that the picture was
yeah.
coming. I had left out of the program. I didn't know when the picture was going to be up there. No one
Wow.
contacted me. So every day for like a year straight, I finally saw the picture. My family saw the picture. We went out there. It was beautiful. Like it was just at the time, it didn't really hit that I had a picture of me, on a wall or anything like that. It was until, the response from the community, different people like, "Oh my God, is that you painted on the wall?" And yeah, so that was kind of like my first
Wow.
like, okay, maybe I should give this art thing a try, just in general. So
Just
I started.
just just to clarify, did you draw this? You drew it.
I helped. There was a artist named
Oh, so
Cesar.
you was posing.
Yes.
And okay, cool. Okay, cool. I was
All
about to
right.
say self portrait. What? Let's go. Basically.
Took the picture that I had posed in, and we created this big sheet, and we helped, paint the picture. And then I just wasn't there for when they actually put the picture on the wall.
Wow.
So coming up to me, and it felt good at the time. But the only thing is that I didn't actually like the picture.
Wow.
I did not like the picture at all.
What
But
was
after a
it?
while, and things like that. It was bigger than that. I realized that it was bigger than that. Because one, I don't know a lot of people who have a big picture of them on the wall. So I was like, okay, you just got to get past all of that type
Yeah.
of thing. Then I kind of just started diving more into creative things and creative projects at that time. I did a lot of things before deciding that I wanted to be a director. I went to school for theater as well. I tried out for a bunch of reality TV shows, just a bunch of different things. And then I finally locked in and was like, you know what, I'm gonna give the arts a chance. So I went to school, and I went to school for fashion marketing. So I needed to have like that business, but something that always, that was creative. So one of the ways that I was able to express myself was by the way that I dress. Like I was always, stylish and things like that. Um, So I went to school for fashion marketing, went to art school. I went to Art Institute of Philadelphia, one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life, just being around people who were creative or unique or different, because I ran into that problem. Not a problem, but I ran into something that I was
It's just,
that kind of
it was
at a
no, my bad. I was gonna assume something because artists, especially with an extreme talent, have have always become kind of like socially awkward. But I didn't know if it was something like that.
I
Because
wasn't awkward. The people around me were
yeah,
socially awkward.
okay.
But they didn't know how to express that I was creative or I was unique. So they would put me in this box of like, oh, she's crazy. Like she's crazy. Like,
Well, she's
you
from
know,
Jersey.
I would use my way. I would do things differently
Oh,
than other
okay.
ever. So they just, they didn't. I just say they didn't know how to say that I was unique at that time. But it didn't discourage me from anything. I still decided to just, do what I felt was true to me or whatever. But I'm a pretty likable person anyway. So even, dealing with that, people calling me crazy and stuff. I really didn't care. I was like, you know what? It's something there. I get more people that like me that don't like me, and so beyond that, I went to school and I went for fashion marketing. And after that, I was pretty sure that I wanted to manage other people. I wanted to manage other artists because the thing that I like to do is to really see people live in their purpose.
Yeah. Okay.
A calling to do that. Like God wants me to either be an example or help get hands on. So I went in after fashion school, fashion marketing, merchandise. I started managing a designer.
Wow.
Uh, yeah. So
I
after
didn't even
that,
know designers had managers like that. What?
they do. They definitely. It's just like any other business in the industry. If you want to, if you want things to be right, you definitely want to have someone managing. Because usually creatives, they just do the creative part.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Managing, doing the business, you really shouldn't be doing the business. You know what I mean? When you're
Okay. I'm gonna go get a manager. I'm gonna...
on the art. So I did that for a while. I was doing artist management. I opened up a studio space, which I've
Mm.
been there for 5 years. And what I was doing was offering artist services. So anything that I could do or any creators that I knew, I would connect them in that space. We would use that space to do, different showcases, or I would house, and which I still do today, house different artists there where that's their workspace. Beyond artists, though, I have different entrepreneurs come into my space as well, and they'll just have a space where they can really hone in what they do outside of their home.
Mm.
I would say it's a transitional space. I've had some artists there with me the whole 5 years, and then I've had some who've been there for a short period of time and then maybe got their own place or whatever. So and doing that and doing the management thing, I could honestly say I was having a hard time finding the right people who were just as passionate about what they were doing as
Mm.
me. And
Mm.
I would like outwork them in a
Yes.
way.
Yeah, I feel
And
that. Wow. it's
that,
it's crazy because we'll talk about it when you get.
I'll wrap it up. That took a toll on me. Really just not having people meet the ambition that that I had, and just the will to just do whatever it takes to get it done and to like really live and do what it is here that I'm destined to do. So after a couple of years and figuring out that some of the things I was doing was not conducive to me, I decided to focus on my own visions and things or whatever. And so I picked up the camera. I was like, I would go different places. I love to travel. I travel all the time, just once a month. I would go different places. And I felt like when I would get there, I would talk about my studio space, but I didn't have anything tangible to show them. And if I'm in California, they can't be at the studio with me. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I need something tangible to show people my vision. So I picked up the camera, and that was only short of 3 years ago that I picked up the camera, and I
Okay.
just started taking pictures of different things. And eventually, I was like, you know what, I like pictures, but I want something that lasts longer, invoke more emotion. So I started doing videography,
Mm.
and videography was very intimidating for me to get into. It's just I didn't know anything about that. But I did have some skills because once I got
Okay.
out of school for fashion, I did a lot at that time. I opened up a studio at that time. I started doing bridal stylist at that time. I was like styling brides. And then I also went back to school for music management at the time. And
What? That's
right, but it was just fashion, art, music for me. I just didn't want to pick one. And I was like, I want to do everything or whatever because I believe that
yeah.
I can. And I was like becoming a creative director at that time, and I could do music, I could do fashion. I want to be able to do whatever opportunities come my way. I want to be able to um, have something for that. Want to do that. So I picked up the camera and I started doing videography and things like that. And I went to a trip. It's going to bring me into the movie Monstarz. How we kind of got established. I went on a trip to Atlanta, and I ended up on a set of a movie, an independent film. And the
Okay.
guy, same camera as me. He may have had like the upgraded
The
one, maybe
camera
one
click. The camera click. That's what happens. They'd be like, "What you got? What you got?" Like,
had the same camera as me or upgrade or something like that, and they were working on a short film. So I'm like, that inspired me when I was on set that day, because they didn't look like they didn't look like they just look like regular people, you know what I
yeah.
mean? So maybe this is something that I could do. So I told one of my business partners, which I have a business as well as a project management business, which we manage the movie Monstarz. And that's called WOMB, which stands for Women of Media and Business. So we basically manage projects and just, help bring a project from point A to point B. So in that space, at the time, I believe I brought the idea first to one of my business partners named Shelly, and she's like, "Yeah, I think you could do that." And I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "Is something you'd be interested in doing?" And she was like, "Yeah, I mean, I don't know nothing about it, but I trust your vision. I know what you could do." I'm like, "Okay, okay." So I had already was working with Ameera for about a year. Ameera hired me in the beginning for a project that she was working on. It was a reality web series called Real Girls from the City. Um, I'll let her talk a little bit more about that herself if she has the time.
Yeah.
But base, she really took a chance on me, bringing her vision to life. She came to me and she was like, "This, I know this doesn't seem like something that could be done, but I think it could be done." And I was like, "Oh yeah, this could be done or whatever." So she flew me out to Florida for like 8 days and paid for everything, my flight, all the adventures
Ooh,
we went on.
official tissue. Okay.
Yes, she did. She could record her and her close friends to tell this story about, changing the narrative about Black women. We're not angry, things that media and, things, they kind of put this stigma on us, whatever. So she wanted
Yeah.
to do that. That was the beginning of our collaboration. So I already knew that we worked well together, me and Ameera. So when that idea sparked for the movie, she was definitely one of the people that I wanted to collaborate on this project. I also want to say in building my business, my studio, which is called New Brand Powerhouse. I was very intentional with that word powerhouse because I know that it takes a team to do a lot of things. You can't do everything by yourself. So one of the things at that time when I was creating my business 5 years ago, I had like this tagline or my motto, and it was collaboration is my strength.
Mm.
So I already was like set on that. Like I know if I
Wow.
get the collaborators, we could really like do something crazy. Like I know what I'm capable of, and I believe in myself. You know what I mean? So much because of just what I've experienced, what I've been able to manifest in my life.
Mm.
So so I believe in myself, and I also see things and people that I believe in them as well. Sometimes it just takes someone pulling it out of you or encouraging you. And
Yeah.
I had my mom when I was young, and then so she kind of gave that to me, and then I would see other things and other people, and I would do that same thing. Whether it was just have a good day, or you're beautiful, or you're talented, or you're doing good. So I kind of became this motivator as well. Um, so yes, me and Amira collaborated. So I brought an idea to her, and I love the way that she worked. She really is very organized as well.
It sound like it.
I have organization skills as well, but hers is really strong because this is some of the things that she actually went to school for, project
Oh,
management.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
She was definitely she was a person that I was like, yeah, I got to continue to work with her because she goes above and beyond. I remember days when we were working on her project, we wouldn't leave the studio till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I
Eh,
have momentum like that. I'm ready, I'm ready to get it done, but not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
So like that about
That
her.
life
So
is real, people. That 5 o'clock in the morning life is real.
real, it is real. And so I brought the idea to her, and then I connected, like Justin said, we had connected previously, but it just wasn't the right timing. And then I ran into him again right when we had an initiation meeting. I also want to say that me and Amira, once we had the idea for the movie, we went on a trip to brainstorm the idea. So we went to California, and we was like, we just gonna take this trip. We're gonna go to be inspired. We're gonna start our LLC. We're gonna do a bunch of things in this space, and that was um, last year, which was 2020. That was maybe the first week of September. So we got there in that space, and we started just creating characters. I also want to say at that time, we were working with another creative who has had a lot of influence on my career. He's my cousin. His name is Rashawn Rashay, and well, he goes by the executive rock star as well. So he was also on that trip with us, and just building the ideas. We came up with the name of our main character. We came up with some of the analogies and things we were going to use on that trip. And then right after that, I met Justin, and we told him about the meeting. And then Justin came to the meeting, and Justin is just a powerhouse within himself, So he brought the good energy and the consistency that we needed in a team member. And it was pretty much a wrap from there. I'll let someone else talk. I'll let Just talk a little bit more.
You good, CC? You good? I mean, my fan base is women, so they're probably like, "Yo, what up, though? Let me get my life coach out here, right?" So if you guys just tuning in, we're talking to the movie Monstarz, right? And entrepreneur, writer, videographer, editor, social media manager, CeceKing. Justin is in here. He's the assistant director. He's AKA the glue, and I get it, and I get it now because it seems like, I talked to Jay on the side. Ameera, if you're available, let me know, and we can introduce yourself. But
Hey Dave, I'm here. I'll talk for a little bit. I'm not going to go hard.
all right,
But
all good.
I do want to say, hey guys, my name is Ameera B, the Love Coach, aka Venus Lee. And I just want to first say I absolutely love Justin and CeceKing. They're absolutely amazing. And I want to say I was working at a company called Mighty Writer. So like I don't have a lot of room to go through my background, but my background is in teaching. And I was teaching at this company called Mighty Writers where I taught and created and led my own empowerment workshops for young women and boys in the city of Camden. And Justin was at this meeting with CFED, another company that he works with.
Okay.
And when I first saw him, I already knew that I wanted to work with him. And I haven't even connected with Courtney yet, but he was given inspiration and advice to everyone in the room. And we were going around the room asking him and his partner Kenny from I Create questions on how can we be better at artists, how can we do this, entrepreneurs and different things like this. And one of my questions was to Justin was yeah, like how do you, I forget exactly what we were talking about, but one of my questions was like, how do you get the community to come out to these events?
Yeah.
And Justin had said something such as, you show up. And that really, 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 really stuck to me. Not only
Mm.
did he say that, he does that. He does that, and I do that, and
Yeah.
that's why we match. And Courtney do that, and that's why we match. But as far as a little bit of my background, I ended up going to school. I always wanted to be a writer.
Yeah.
When you grew up, when you grow up, and people say, "What you gonna be when you grow up?" I used to say an author, but I had got derailed from that because I thought that there wouldn't be any money in doing writing or doing art, and so I actually ended up going to school to be a teacher,
Wow.
and that's where my education is. And I have a bachelor's in liberal studies, social sciences, and humanities, and a minor in education, and also project-based learning. And I also have a master's in writing, but I'm gonna tell you how I got there. So when I was in school, I went to school for education because I was like, I want to make sure I get money. So I actually was a teacher for 10 years, and I was actually going through a down space in my life, and I was actually in church one day, and TD Jakes was actually in the building, and he were talking really heavy about purpose, and I was feeling like I had none. I was like,
Wow.
what's, and I asked, because I really truly believe ask and you should receive, and so I asked and say, well, what's my purpose, God? And I heard it very, very clear. You're going to write a book. And I
Wow.
was like,
Wow.
what?
Wow. What?
So I enrolled myself back into school, and I ended up getting my master's in writing. And I wrote a novel called Venus, Space Gods, and a Quest for Love. And while I was writing that book, I actually did a lot of research and a lot of learning, and it ended up sending me actually on my own healing journey.
Wow. Wow.
To writing that book and doing the research for that book and finding out what love truly is. And my eyes really started to open up, and I'm like, hold up, wait, this is, it was really dark around me.
Yeah.
It was really dark around me. And, I started to learn that if I wanted it to be bright, then it needed to come through me.
Wow.
And so,
Wow. Nice. Wow.
and so after I wrote my book, I ended up connecting with Courtney because I had a really strong feeling about rewriting the narrative, because I was getting really tired of Black women being represented wrong, because I could not identify with that. And if I'm here, because this is how I feel, if I'm here, well, I need something to identify with.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, I was really strong and adamant about it. And like Courtney said, I ended up creating this reality series called Real Girls from the City, because I wanted to, allow the world to see that girls from the city actually are educated. Girls from the city are, can actually get up and do something. Everybody's not running around arguing and having children, and
Yeah.
how the shows are Love and Hip Hop. I was like really getting really
Aggravated with that. Yeah.
yeah, it just wasn't me. So
Yeah, I feel
I
that.
wanted to change it. I wanted to change it, and so I ended up connected with Courtney, sharing my vision with her. But I want to tap in real quick and say that, because I started off with saying how I actually already saw Justin before even knowing Courtney was making the connection, and me and Courtney were actually friends in high school, so we actually knew each other from high school, and then we reconnected.
Wow.
And it's something that I truly believe in is alignment.
Yeah. Okay.
And our group, the way our group formed is literally like through our passions. Literally, like, what I'm passionate about writing, I'm passionate about rewriting the narrative, I'm passionate about family, I'm passionate about getting things done. I'm telling you, we get things done.
Yep.
I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Whatever, Courtney said we flew out to California because we were gonna go ahead and do this and do that. Like, literally, if we say we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it.
Wow.
So it's to the point where when we connect now, because we've been connecting for a minute is over 365 days, over a year now. When we connect now, it's like, don't say nothing that you don't mean. Wait, don't put that in the books, because because we are the type of people who are going to go ahead and do what we say we're going to do. We work really hard. And for us to be able to even be here on the radio right now, it's because that interest meeting that Justin talked about in the beginning, we have been putting in the work before that, like we already talked about, and ever since that, weekly paying our dues, getting the production done, you know. And I'm just excited. So I just wanted to just tap in and just let you guys know that we here because we working hard and we believe in ourselves and we believe in our cities and we ready.
Yo, Ameera, what you eating right now? I gotta
I'm
know.
not eating.
You gotta
I'm
get.
not eating anything right now.
I know you hungry. All those people, man. I've had. Oh man, Ameera, thank you so much. The Love Coach, one of the directors, writer, producer, educator, storyteller, community organizer, and life coach. The Life Coach _ LLC on Instagram. If you guys want to do that, check her out. YourLovePortal.com. If you need that love coach in your life, I might need that. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, yeah. It's the Love Coach. Yes,
Thank you.
helped me, just being able to communicate with people better, and to really like see things other ways as well. She's really been like a person where it's like, oh, I can't decide something, which is very not often that I can't make up my mind. I'm a very decisive person, but sometimes I might struggle with things, or it's trying to see things not just my way, see them from a different perspective. And she's the person that I usually go to and like, well, what you think about this, or do you think I'm wrong, or and she doesn't always just agree with me. She just allows me to see things different ways. So I really appreciate what she does to the group. She's a light. She's definitely a light. Well, we all are, but laughter is her thing. Like, she laughs a lot. So, laughter, it's just an emotion it comes from happiness. So she says she way and things that she's been through. So she brings that, and it's amazing. Justin, he just on a go and ready all the time, and he bring a lot of things to the table as well. As far as like Justin, he started out as one of our producers because we were like, oh, we're going to direct this, and it's me and Ameera in the beginning, and then Justin just came in and he just like dominated in a great way. He really stood out from all the other producers. Not that they all aren't great, we all are, but he really went above and beyond, and that's how he kind of got that space as a assistant director.
Yeah. It's crazy. If you guys are just tuning in, I love this 40-minute introduction for the movie Monstarz. Ameera, CeceKing, and Justin Guzman. And which was really crazy is that they have literally gave us the picture of how the movie Monstarz became a thing. What's really crazy and I say crazy because I think Justin said this thing when he introduced himself was there was a disconnect, right? And I'm so used to the disconnect, and you guys are like patting each other on the back, hugging each other. Wish that you guys could be at a meeting right now. I'm like looking at this and I'm like, this is so much love that I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know what to do anymore. But it's definitely something that I'm very, very happy to share with so many people. The movie, you guys brainstormed this. I don't know how you came up with the picture boy. I don't know what happened or what's writing. How long did it take to write the picture boy? What made the because everybody first off is the title. What's gonna be the title, right? We gotta grab their attention with that. The story of Picture Boy. What's going on there?
Okay, I'll start, then I'll let Justin finish. Like when we went to California, we really just got some basic things. We really had just a skeleton. It really wasn't too much until we had our interest meeting, which took place September the 22nd, I believe, of 2020. So it was just a skeleton, some names and things like that, or whatever. A couple of other things that we can't really reveal right now. But once we had our interest meeting, I think it was about a week after that. I think it was like October the maybe a less than maybe yeah, like a week later we had another meeting, and that's when we started to just brainstorm the ideas of Picture Boy. I don't think that the title came for a while.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine.
It didn't come. It actually was aligned in the script, and then Justin was like, yo, like
Mm,
that should be the name of the movie. And I was like,
mm.
okay, yeah, I like that, and I think we all agreed on that. But Justin definitely was the one who named the movie Picture Boy. And you want to talk a little bit about the process, Justin, from what you recall, how we started the interest meeting, and the phases we went through, and I hope you out as
Look.
well.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. So like she said, they had skeleton. Courtney. She guided the So this is new to me. This whole writing and all this stuff. I
Yeah.
just knew how to just find solutions. Like in my mind, it's just like, all right, I have no clue what my role be is or is gonna be, but I know that I have ideas and I understand. I people watch. I know that I can bring that along with me, and I'm a character myself, and I have friends around me that have stories, and I'm a part of stories. So when we started, like, the process, it was just, once again, organized to the T. Always had paperwork, had what she wanted to make it a part of. I don't want to reveal, like, I don't know if she can say if she wants to, like, her what she was using the characters and certain ways that they were using it, where it's like, oh, that makes sense to make that person this, and why
Yeah,
are we
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
have
yeah.
that person
Yeah,
do
yeah,
this?
yeah. Nah, nah.
It
Don't tell
started with
nobody
me.
the magic. Don't
Yeah,
tell
yeah, yeah.
nobody
Like,
the magic. We're not
yeah,
doing that here.
so I was really like shocked that, like, oh wow, that's I ain't. It was like, okay, bet. So then we started doing workshops. We started. It was either on Zoom or we'll come together, and we'll vice versa every time. But we just started writing, and then the characters started getting built up. Then scenes started getting built up. Then that we got this program to start, putting the narrations, and what is it gonna look like? How we're gonna open up the scene? Oh, we did, like, Ameera does these icebreakers where it's like, we'll watch a movie of the scene, and we'll have to, like, talk about it. So, like, we
Oh.
would do, like, yeah, we'll just pick
Like
scenes
like
and
you like football players when they watch the film.
yeah, we're watching film.
Like
That's
wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like
What?
all the stuff was just like, oh, we do this day to day. Like, we watch films. Like, it's just, I was like, wow, it just started coming together.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank in the middle, but what really took me away is when they were like, once, so we start getting the script. We have our first, like, people come in and read the script together,
Mm.
and people were like, yo, y'all got something.
Mm.
Once we wrote everything and we put it in, they paid, we paid our dues to get, like, the binder with the mine is somewhere in here, but it's just a script. Huh? Say again.
No, she just muted herself. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Just when we got the script, it was like, oh, this is real. This is a thing. Like, this is
Wow.
about to be a thing. So then, all right, now, oh, Hamira and them, they're big on deadlines, crunch, and I'm like, I'm all like, I'm worried about the quality. Like, I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
make sure
like
this joint is
it
like,
looks
but
look
they are
fine.
too. They
Yeah.
are too. They worry about the quality, but they want dates. They like, nah, we need dates. This is what we gonna do. We gonna stick to our dates, and you need the balance of both. Like, you
Yes.
need somebody
Yeah.
to be on your heels, because if
Mm.
not, we just gonna chill back. This is gonna be until next year, and
Yeah.
I agree with them. Like, yo, we can't have this until next year. This joint gotta be out. This needs to be out, and it needs to be out this year. So now we at the point of getting actors. We
Mm.
we do the open house. And we got, I don't know, we got mad people that came and they tried the parts out. We got
Yo,
all
how
our dudes.
man, that had to be like mad long for days or
Yo,
something.
it was long, yo. But
I can.
once we got it, it was one of those staples where like you felt good because it was another step that I didn't know how that works. This is my first movie, and some people, I'm sure Amira, like, she had it all mapped out behind the scenes. I didn't get to see all the like the grunt work, but it still was, there was just stress points and stuff like that, but that comes with the territory. But bro, when I tell you smooth sailing, then we went on a retreat.
We did.
What?
We went on a retreat.
Y'all just say, yo, we stressed out. We better go somewhere.
Yeah, we went and we took all our actors, whoever can come, and we literally went line for line, and we had everybody act out their scenes.
So, yo, didn't wait? Hold up. It was something that you told me that you went out there and trained them
Yeah.
to be better at whatever they were doing.
For the
Wow.
weekend.
Yeah. To connect with each other as well. One thing about it, built a community and a family for the creative people. So that was one of the things we did when we were on the retreat. We got a chance to work, but kick our feet back as well, and just experience something else. We went to like closer to the mountains, and we was really able to get some fresh air. It was beautiful scenery, and we were all stuck in a house with each other for about 3 days. Like, being with people for 3 days, you really decide if you like them
Wow.
or not.
Yes. For
We,
real.
we made food, we ate together, we went hiking together, we did everything together. So it kind of like when we came back, it was like it's go time. Like, and then we started doing production, and that's where we at right now. You know, um, we started off with we were gonna get a sound guy. Then I said, "F it, I'm gonna go buy sound equipment, start doing sound." And that's one thing about this team. They pick up whatever needs to be done. Like, we're not gonna sit there and just let it be a problem. We're gonna find a solution.
Yeah.
Definitely. So
And then Corny and Mira just making sure everybody's on time. There's monkey wrenches.
yes,
There's
there are.
monkey wrenches that get thrown at you and really test you. Yo, do you
Things
want
that-
this
things
movie?
things they don't teach you. Things.
No, you can't teach that. There's
Wow.
nothing. There's no textbook for that. Like, they can. I don't even think there's a line. There should be a line in the textbook like, "Yo, monkey wrenches are real." Like,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like,
Warning, this
Yeah.
might happen, right?
right. So like, we had mad stuff happen. Somebody dropped out. They couldn't finish the role. We had to recast, and we had to do certain things. But the team that adjusts, it's beautiful how much we adjust, and now we're here. Like, we did a club scene that was crazy. We ain't gonna. I'm not gonna give you too much.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it was
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's all good. I'm
to
up.
gather 40 people and then organize. It was hectic, but it was like, damn, this movie about to happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I also,
Good.
with us dealing with that, a couple of things that we were dealing with, actually bring us closer together, because one of the things that we want to encourage the community in the world to do is to push through. So things like you said, things are going to happen that are out of your control, but that don't mean you stop doing what you were supposed to be doing. So forfeiting. I was listening to something one day, and it was like, well, what do you want this message to be about for the movie? And I was like, it should be about, well, it came to me through a message or whatever, and they were basically saying, like, no matter what traumas or adversity you go through, you cannot sit in that, because what happens when you sit in that, you tend to forfeit things that were for you. That could be your purpose. We all deal with different things, traumas, and I could share this with our audience that one thing that our main character is dealing with, he's dealing with the one of the most tragic traumas, is that he lost a parent. So pushing through that could be extreme.
Yeah.
Lost both of his parents in a way, which you'll be able to see that in the movie. But he's still trying to push through that, through all the adversities, through all the oppositions. Our main character is showing that you should be resilient. Resilience is a thing. It's a key to success sometimes, because there is going to be setbacks. There is going to be things that you can't control, but that doesn't mean that it's the end all be all. That's not
Mm,
the end all be all.
mm,
So but, we kind of encourage our audience that you don't have to, stop when you encounter things, because you're going to encounter them. It's best that you just keep moving forward, pushing through it. So yeah, 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 yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. I don't, I don't know what I got to do to like go to the retreats or something like that, or sit in one of y'all meetings. But every time I try to push through something, it gets a little bit more stressful. Maybe you know and I'll say that because a lot of people do that. I'm not gonna lie. There's times where you just gotta like sit back and realize that it's not about you, right? Like, it's there's a bigger picture. And there's one thing that I'm noticing, and I think everybody else is noticing in the chat. There, I got a lot of people asking questions, Twitch, Facebook. um the sense of community, that's so big. The thing is like, is it big because of where you guys are, or is it big because of your own things that have happened? The sense of community, because it's to manage that many people, to get everybody on the same page. You're never gonna be able to do that, to some people you guys probably have met that think it's they think they're an actor, and then they go in there and they're super trash, like. But you don't say that because you want to believe in what they believe, right? You want to give them a chance. I don't that to me sounds like a lot of hard work, which I do appreciate you guys sharing that with us. um but man, this gotta be, this is, shout out to everybody listening in. I got Satin Dolls from Twitch asking a question. I don't know which one of you guys could ask. um how did all of this, how did you guys able to do all this with COVID being around?
Vir- Virtual. I think that
A
we
virtual movie? What?
no, 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 no. We were able
I
to
know, I know, I know.
Okay, okay. We were able to build, which consistency was the most viable, one of the most viable things in this space, is that we all was consistent, showing up. And we actually met, our schedule was on Tuesdays. So we would split it. So every other week we would be virtual, or we would be in person. And when we couldn't be in person, we would be virtual. So we were able to do that. Virtual really helped us get through that. And then when it was mandatory for us to, I want to also talk about the timeline a little bit. So we started September of 2021, and we brainstormed for, we do everything kind of strategically. I'm a very strategic person. I believe that when you have a plan, you set the plan, you write it down. It's the roadmap from getting you from point A to point Z.
Yeah.
You know, that was really important. In our timeline, like Justin said, we would create dates that we wanted to have certain things done by, and not that we hit every date, but wouldn't go too far past it. That really allowed us to push through what we had going on, and like, okay, we're going to get to this goal. I believe that's important when you set goals, is to set a date. And sometimes things happen, so you can't get, but you want to get as close as possible. That date keeps you accountable for the work that you have to do. So we started September. We may have, I'm gonna give you a short, we may have brainstormed for about, maybe, mind you, it's only on Tuesdays. So maybe about 40 days, 45 days, 6 weeks, we brainstorm. And then we went into which I would call the second phase. I like to break things down in phases. After we did the brainstorming, then we went into like another 45 days, which is really only about 6 weeks, because we're meeting on Tuesdays, where we would build the script. And then and then we started the script at the end of 2020, and then we had our final script, which our script was broken down into two parts. It was broken down into our first draft and our final draft. And so we did the first draft. We at the end of the year we started our first draft, and then at the end of January was done our first draft, and then we went into like another 30 days of just building this, finalizing on the script, and then we went into other things, business things, like at least just start creating our marketing plan and stuff like that, how we was going to go about it, what we was going to do with our movie. One of the things that we are working on right now is that we really want to do school college tours. So we'll go, um, we'll have Ameera or another member on our team. His name is Life. They're really great speakers, so they would be our keynote speakers. Me and Justin do a lot of the daily operations, the creative, putting things together, bringing the vision together, which we all do, but we kind of, us two, focus on that. And then we have other people on our team. We have another producer on our team. His name is Yo Astro. He's our master of ceremony. So we kind of just built this, a system of how we could be successful and how we could change the world. So that's one of the things we're working on right now. Is like, once we have our premiere, which our premiere is mostly for our city, our community. That's going to be on November the 28th. That's going to be in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, which we are expecting about 500 attendees.
Central Jersey. Wow. Okay.
South Jersey. South Jersey.
Yeah. It is. It is. My bad. I'm from New York. Everything.
Okay. So yeah, so we're having our premiere and things, which is going to be big. It's going to be for our families to see all the work that we've been putting in, and then we're going to be in distribution. So we won't be actually distributed, which we're still deciding where we're going to be distributed at. If it's going to be Amazon or Netflix, we're kind of still in negotiation right now, but that will be in September. That will be January of 2022, where you'll actually be able to access it, buy it, support it on the internet or different platforms. So
like on-demand platforms. Okay.
Yeah. So I also want to say, after we had our script, we went into marketing, figuring out our marketing plan, and then we went into casting. And we finally had got into casting in April. And then we decided that I also want to say that this started out as a short film, and I was supposed to be filming it.
Wow. That was...
it evolved so much, and my team was like, yeah, I think you just need to sit back with your feet up and let somebody else do it, you know what I mean? And I was very receptive to that, because there's a lot of things that I need to learn. And I'm really happy with who we chose to be our DP, director of photography. His name is Candido Verna. He's helping us really bring the vision to life. We also have a producer and an artist on our team by Lester London. He's helping us score the movie as well as create an original soundtrack, which I'm really excited about that. So this project has really evolved from, the time we thought it out, because like I said, when I had that first thought about it, it was going to be a short film about 15 minutes long, and then it turned into full-length hour film. And I'm just happy to where it's evolved from. After casting, like Justin said, we had our retreat, which went really well, and then we were set to go into production in August, and then we had a couple of hiccups there, and we're basically almost out of production right now, and
nice.
Really set to get it popping.
Oh my God, that feeling of this is almost done has to what?
There, finish line. We right there at the finish line.
If you guys are just joining us right now, we have the movie Monstarz joining us to talk about their new movie, Picture Boy, which premieres this fall. Is that correct? Like this fall? And
about that premiere, we're having a big premiere at the theater this fall.
Yeah,
And
you
then
can buy tickets online if y'all want to drive up.
yeah. You could buy tickets for that if you're in the area. If you want to come down for that, that's going to be on November the 28th of this year, and then we will actually be distributed January of 2022, which we hopefully get an invite then to come back and promote it again as well.
Yeah, if y'all definitely come out, it's gonna be a whole red carpet. Photographers gonna be out, get dressed, and then we'll
Yeah.
have an after party for everybody to come and come and celebrate with us.
Oh, I'm out. I don't know if I told you. I'm out, yo. Like, I gotta get dressed up and I don't know. Can I get an outfit? I don't know. Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. How many unsigned artists, Picture Boy directors are here. I mean, this has been such a lovely conversation. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna give them that trailer we got on that they can see right now on MovieMonstars.com. Is this is the only trailer you guys got out right now?
We have a new trailer coming. It should be it's in the works.
Okay.
But this was so this one has been out for a while, and we have something new coming. I'll definitely once that's done, I'll send it to you. Even if we're not on the show, you could spotlight us if you like.
Yeah,
to do
definitely gonna do that. You serious? Shout out to everybody listening. I'm gonna play it right now, and I think you guys should be able to hear it. All right, so here it is right here. Again, if you guys want to re-see it, because probably you can't see, Monstarz, MovieMonstars.com.
Man, that nigga better love this new money like he love that Kim.
Yo, you just a nephew, boy. That's my dad business. That's my dad's business. You just a nephew.
So, Picture Boy, is this what happens on your watch? Is this what happens?
Baby, the future's calling with $250,000 check, and you not gonna answer? $250,000.
Brian, when you gonna give me that private shoe?
When life gets blurry, adjust your focus.
Yo, I got so much in my head of what this concept is. Like, yo, that homie is going through it. What? Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. We just premiered the trailer of Picture Boy on you can actually go see that and RSVP everything on MovieMonstars.com. The stars is with a Z. Now, the name behind the movie Monstarz, like, it had to be something that made you guys want to, like, feel like people should take y'all serious. Does anybody know the backstory of the movie Monstarz? Why is the company named that?
I don't really remember how it went. Courtney, you probably got an answer, but I don't remember. I know that we was. Oh, Courtney, you needed to respond because I don't remember.
I think.
Okay, I just know that we were brainstorming something dope to call ourselves, and I actually was like, what about movie monsters? Because growing up, I would call myself a creative monster. Like you do. No, I'm a creative monster. I could do whatever. Like, I get busy. I'm serious about it. So I suggested that we call ourselves Movie Monsters. And then one of our brothers, Ashton, he was like, Monstarz. And I was like, ooh, that's accurate, because we are all stars in our own right. So we became the Movie Monstarz after that. So kind of simple. It did take us a while to figure out something dope to call ourselves, and then it just stuck.
And then once they did that, I took the logo from Movie Monstarz, the movie Space Jam, and kind of played with it and messed with the arms and stuff like that.
Which I see that she has in her background.
Yes.
Big shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody listening in. The movie premiere you guys have a date? Because I gotta drive. All right, I gotta drive. I gotta show up in the suit. I gotta do a whole bunch of stuff. The movie seems very, very intense. I'm telling you right now, it seems intense. I know that you guys said that there's a new trailer coming out, which is cool, and I can't wait to see it. This is wow. It seems crazy. But when are we? Cherry Hill is the one that's happening that we know of, and that's when again?
November 28th. We're aiming for at 6 o'clock.
9.
Say again.
6 to 9 p.m.
6 to 9 p.m. A
There's
premiere.
screening. It's going to be a double screening at the same time. So we expect our guests to get there about 7 o'clock. I mean, between 6 and 7 o'clock. You know how people are sometimes. And then we'll all be sitting and watching. All 500 of us will be split into 2 theaters and watching it and experiencing it at the same time. And come out of that space, and we'll be able to have pictures with the stars on there. And I just want to also shout out some of the cast. Uja, his name is Elijah Thomas. He is our picture boy. He is a super passionate individual actor, and I'm super excited that we have him. I feel like he really embodied what it is that we were trying to convey. He brought the emotion. He really did that, as well as his a couple of our co-stars. We have Jay.
Young too, by the way. Before you move on, he's young. How old is
he now? He's 20. He was 19 at the time.
Yeah, so he got talent. That's little bro right there, man. That's
wow,
little bro.
Wow, 20 years old, starving.
I just wanted to touch on that, but go ahead.
Yeah.
When I met him in 2019 when I was working at the mall, where I intentionally placed myself. It was a little around Christmas time, and I was like, you know what, I need to pick up another job. I'm about to work at the mall, and one of my first jobs, I worked at a kiosk in the middle of the mall, and I love that because I didn't have a manager. I was able to manage myself. So if I would ever consider doing anything like that, it would be something like that. So at the time, I was in the mall or whatever, and I was like, you know what, I got some time in my hand, make some money. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to work at the mall and I'm going to meet people while I'm here. And I met him, and I saw him one day, we was walking by, he had a shirt on that said creative director or a hoodie. And I went up to him and I was like, come here, what you do? At the time, I was working at a virtual reality kiosk, which was so cool. Like, yeah.
Oh, hell.
Like such a cool, little side job. And I met a lot of people, which Elijah, aka Uja. He was one of the people that I met at the time, and he was, doing YouTube. He's been consistent with. That's one thing I liked about him. He's been creating content since I've met him. And he was, once I sent them, it was never the right time for us to collaborate. I didn't have a project that I wanted to collaborate with him on, but I had been watching them for a while, and so I sent him the casting invite, and literally he hit me up every day. Every day he hit me up, and just that type of drive and that type of ambition. I really like that. You don't find that, and then when you see someone who wants something really bad, usually they're going to get it.
Yeah.
If it's for them. And I'm definitely happy with our cast. We have Jade Rebecca, who is his love interest as well. She's a dancer, artist as well. We have Jamae Miki Gibson. She's an influencer from our city. She's been working and doing her thing for a long time, like a lot. She's an artist as well. She does like boxing, boxing matches and stuff. She's just a really cute girl, really, really nice, which I've known her for a long time. We have Keno Will, who also plays Brian's dad. Let's see. We have a couple of new people who've never experienced before, never acted before. And we have Joshua Knight, who lives about. He lives. Some of our actors they live about an hour away from us. Keto Will, he lives about 2 hours away from us too. So those are have on our team who are dedicated and going to come from wherever they at to come to Camden to be a part of this opportunity. We have Rhea Camille Owens, which our main character, he has a therapist in our movie, which is really important. I feel like in the community sometimes we don't unpack and get those things off of us, things, traumas that we may have had when we were kids and things like that. So we have her in it. Who else am I missing, Justin? I just want to shout out the actor.
Jeff, the youngest one in the whole team.
Yes.
I forget his last name, but my young boy Jeff, he did really well on the last set. Man, he killed it. I was being hard on him, like, yo, you been practicing? He's like, yeah, I got you. And he went in there and he bodied it.
Nice.
Who else? Chris. What's her? Dee Dee. Say again.
She's from Rawway, New Jersey. She lives about an hour away from us as well. She comes down or whatever. We have Bobby Rand, which was recast. We've recently had to recast one of our supporting characters. I'm not 100% sure why the person wasn't able to do it. I honestly don't know why he wasn't 100% able to do it, but I do believe that everything happens for a reason. Yeah. So we recast. We have this guy, a working actor named Bobby Rand, who has about 5 movies under his belt right now, 2 on Amazon, one called The Karma Effect, one called You Only Live Once. He's appeared in 50 Cent series multiple times.
Okay.
That the Ramsey, we have him as well. He's a working actor. He was in Get Rich or Die Trying. So we have people with experience. We have Kawan Wilson, who plays one of our supporting characters. And I actually met him. And when we met, we didn't know that we were related, but we were related.
One of those barbecue moments. Okay.
That wasn't his key to getting in because we was related.
Yeah.
Still put in the work to be on our cast, and everybody's been amazing.
I want to shout out to Quan, the acting coach.
Yes.
Also did. I forgot to tell you, we did classes back at C Studio where Taquan will come and do acting exercises with them, and we took that along with us to the trip to the Poconos when we took everybody. So like he's been a really good help just showing up and teaching everybody. Who else are we missing? The extras that showed up, the 40-30 people that showed up at the club, we appreciate them. Our sponsors, I can't even think of none of the sponsors right now. I want to shout them out because I'm thankful that they even put money out if they even watching. Just grateful, man. It was kind of answer your question earlier it's consistency and foundation. I think that's probably what you feel the love right now because we're all consistent with each other and we all have a foundation. And I think that's what, you can establish over there. And I told somebody this today. They was like, that same question Ameera asked me, and I gave a different answer was, you got to just show up. You got to just show up for people. Because if you show up, they're going to show up for you.
Yeah.
And if they don't show up, it's okay. It's not even that big of a deal.
Right. I do know some of our sponsors. I want to shout them out as well. I want to give a special shout out to one of my business partners. Her name is Shelly. So if you're watching, Shelly, shout out to you because she's been a part of the process and helping us, just get our business together because we are all creative, but business is just as important. Some of our sponsors, One King Legacy, that's a clothing brand, as well as Charles J. Can you talk a little bit or shout Charles J out for me?
Charles J, oh my God, my man. He one of the scenes. He has a clothing brand, but he also has like a I don't want to say community center, but he has this building that he pretty much like helps brands build up if you want to be a fashion designer.
Okay.
So we use his
Like
space.
a consultation or something like that.
Yes, yeah, and he'll help you. He's been building people's brands. So we had, we had a scene in there, and shout out to Black Avenue Black. That's the brand of the of the company that let us have the space. You can everybody can check out it's Urbane. You can either go to urbanecurling.com or you can go to avenueblack.com. And it's definitely something that artists should definitely or even fashion designers should definitely go check out if you ever come to Jersey and you need help with branding. He's definitely that guy.
My gosh, the network you guys got. What?
I want to give a shout out to Ward Legacy Studios. He's one of our photographers who's helped us with marketing, who's helping us with our marketing images. I told I had last year I had started working on my own personal portfolio, and I really like being behind the camera. Like when I get on the camera, sometimes I'll be like, which today I feel like I look so cute today. I just gotta shout myself out because I usually don't even have my screen. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
I don't have my screen on. Like, so today, I got my screen on, so I'm feeling really good today about that. But Ward Legacy, he provided a sponsorship, which gave us a photo shoot, and I told all the cast, I said, think of your Times Square photo. That's what I want to see here, And he was really able to help us bring that vision to life. Also, Calvin Michael, is that his last name?
Yeah, yep, Junior, yep. He got it's called Not Many Are Like Us. And that's another clothing brand that we working on over here as well. But he's also a photographer. So shout out to him. This is my good brother right there.
Really team to really bring this thing together. Like,
wow.
Everybody has just showed up, and we're all excited, and we just ready, for the world to see, what we can do when we stick together. What we can do when we put our egos aside. You know what I'm saying? What we can do when we live and walk in our purpose. Like, you could really get things done operating in that way. And I'm just, so excited and grateful. Thank you for starting off our press tour. This was amazing.
Get out of here. I'm starting the press tour? Yo, Jay, you didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me.
You should be honored.
I am honored. I'm like, what the?
Bro, you got to understand, when you sat there and told me that you wanted to switch it up, because I seen the passion you was putting into it. Why not let this be the first John? You got to keep it going, though.
You're right. Big shout out to you.
A couple years later, you be like, yo, bro, remember we did the first? Like, are you ready for the next interview? It's been a while.
Shout out to the movie Monstarz for coming on here. And not only because, you guys got a movie out, but I know the listeners, people who are going to download the podcast later, people who are going to go and check out the movie later on next summer, they're going to listen and understand that the cliche, right? The team makes the dream work, right? But it's different for you guys. There's other things that you guys are doing community-wise, and you bring that into probably almost everything you guys are touching, which is incredible. It's what's really nuts about the introduction you, Ameera, and Cece did was you wanted to surround yourself with people who were working as hard as you. It wasn't about the individual working. It was like, I need people who have this kind of drive. It doesn't even have to be the same drive. It's just a drive for what they believe. You're a creator, right? Behind the scenes, probably got a big, situation with a computer and everything like that. And then they're doing their thing. And then she got the when it's crazy because it's the small things, but they mean so much. Especially when you said there was binders, like there was binders. Okay. When somebody is passing out binders, it's like it takes you back. It's a nostalgic feeling when somebody first put a textbook in front of you. Like, we're going to learn. We're going to figure this out all together. And I'm giving you all the answers right here. We're just going to figure out a way that we can do it together. Because I know it's going to be different for you to learn. It's going to be different for you to learn. And we're going to go push through. An amazing story, a background story, that how you guys aligned. I feel the spiritualness that's coming out of that. And maybe you guys don't, not the Catholic, not the whatever, not to mention specific religions, but I can know that the sense of humanity was bringing this thing together. And I appreciate you guys opening up that story versus just sticking to the script. if I got a movie joke, bro. Anyways. One of my other questions while you guys were talking, and I'm loving that you guys talk like with such passion and so much of heart, because you could just just take over the show if you want. But one of my questions that came to mind was, in a room full of experienced and non-experienced actors, were there some, not saying like I want to know what goes on behind the scenes, did those experienced actors open up to, hey, this is their first movie, they know what they're doing, they don't know what they're doing, or did any of that ever come out, and did that ever discourage any of you guys?
You want to answer that, Jess?
It's up to you.
Okay. So can you say it again, so I can make sure?
So the question is like, you have these experienced actors, and they've been in places, and then you got the inexperienced actors in there, and I don't know if you guys like broadcasted that this was your first movie. How was it dealing with those experienced actors? Because I feel like when and this is probably just because of my ignorance to the whole thing of actors, but when they're in a situation where they probably already feel like they're a star, and they're going to I don't know how serious it took, or did the director mentality come out and says, I really don't care what you guys did back in the day, we're gonna make this work here? Like, I don't know if you ever had any situations when dealing with that. And the reason I bring that up is because sometimes when you bring outside sources, some people that had success into a situation where you're trying to find your own success, sometimes I feel like that causes ego issues.
Mm-hmm. I just want to go back. You say, you feel the spirit here. So I just want to say that the spirit of love is definitely here. Shout out to our love coach. The spirit of love is definitely here. And what that does, it brings a security blanket of trust. So I feel like we have not been through that. I feel like our team really trusts us because we have things clear cut and written out, and we already know what we want. So we never spaces where we're undecided, and I tell my team this all the time, we allow our actors to just be actors, like just do that one job and not include them into, when we have things that's going on behind the scenes or whatever. So we kind of take that away from them so they can just focus on being actors. And they trust us because of the things that we display. You know what I mean? So we haven't really had to deal with anybody who, is stuck in their way of doing things, or actors anyway.
Nice.
We haven't encountered anyone like that. They trust the vision, and that's very important. But that's only established when you know what you want. When you make decisions and you're quick at making solutions. And just our team of Movie Monstarz, which our Movie Monstarz team. Oh, also got to shout out Bacher Brand because he is one of our Movie Monstarz paying dues members. I forgot about him or whatever. But just having that and knowing what we want already when we show up, and not showing even when we're going through things, just not allowing everybody to see us in our process as well. So we kind of come already clean and what we want. So yeah, we
ready to
really
work. So they don't see the panic side. They see all the wow.
I'm big to tell you that I'm big on that. Like when once we found out that we had to recast, nobody knew until literally we was recasted. He already had the script and it was time to make a transition.
Wow.
And some people don't need to be a part of every process or whatever, because that allows space for doubt and fear. So just showing up confident. Confidence is a big thing. And I really feel like we gained their trust by being organized, being confident, and being clear at what we wanted, and just putting in that work behind the scenes with each other. The movie Monstarz contains of like 7 individuals that we all do. We're directors, producers, writers, have our own nonprofit organizations, have our own LLCs. So we kind of you already have to have your own thing established when you come into the movie Monstarz circle. That's something that we look for. You know what I mean? That you already
bring a something to the table, basically.
Yeah, you already operate on your own. So it just makes it seamless, more seamless.
Yes, understood. So you ain't training nobody how to work. Like, yo.
Right. And I want to piggyback off of the being accessible to them, and always phone calls are happening. Letting them know, yo, you can call me if you want to go over your lines. You want to come over my crib, or you want to meet somewhere. Oh, all right, you want to get in the scene? Let's go to the scene where you're going to be acting at. So we always found creative ways to give them that confidence. Phone calls, Zooms, pat on the back, all that stuff. Like, there's also time to be a little rough on them, like just to get there. Oh, he think I can't get it done in one take. I'm gonna do all that just to make you. And then we leave out of there, it's all love. It's we're trying to push each other to the next level. So that was another element where we had that we really didn't look at, but we did. Like, it just naturally came. And then we also Ameera and Courtney were like, yo, y'all need to call each other every day until y'all get y'all scene together. You better know your lines. So just creative ways to make it sure
that's that campaign womb right there. That's that. That's that campaign.
We birthed something. Okay.
Yo, that.
Birthing something, but I also want to say the men. It's more men on our team than it is women. So the support of the men is really just instrumental. Like, you know what I mean? The support of Justin and Lice, the guys showed up for us. Like, you feel me? And that was just very important for me and Ameera, as well as Shelly, who was our third member of Women Media and Business. That we had the guys there, we had their support, because we need men, we trust men. You know what I mean? They are the leaders, and for them to able to come in this space and be like, nah, y'all lead this, we gonna support y'all full 100%, you know what I mean? And we're gonna show up and do our thing, but y'all got this, so building that trust, and then just giving it back to them, like, nah, y'all the men, like, I mean, y'all carry the weight or whatever like that. Justin definitely has carried weight. Astro definitely has carried weight. All of our men just carry weight or whatever, and that's what build that trust factor there. So it's like it's a blessing to have that, and I'm just honored to work with my team in general. That's the most important thing beyond this project. I feel like we're going to have more projects together, but the thing that I gained was my team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I prayed for that. That's something that I prayed for when I was going through the things that I was going through with the artist before, and things didn't work out or whatever. It was the team. And it finally came to me. So that's the most valuable thing. We have the movie and things, but the most valuable thing is the team, and anything feels possible when you have people who support you, or whatever, who are open to your ideas. You know what I mean? When everybody just don't think they know everything. We all have different personalities and stuff like that, but we really allow each other to be who we are. You know what I mean? And that's really important and connecting. And we just fit like a puzzle piece, you know? We're not trying to change anybody or anything like that. We want everybody to show up and offer what they can offer, you know, as much or as little as you can offer. But, you know, we make up for each other, and it's just dope. I'm a leader, but I'm also learning. I realize that in a space you also have to learn from great leaders to be a good leader. So in this space, I definitely allowed Ameera to do the leading more than I have, just because she has a different transparency that I have, that she went to school for, you know, that she naturally has and stuff like that. And I'm a Leo woman, which people don't think that we can be led, you know what I'm saying? I think we always gotta, and I was able to show that in this space, like, oh no, I could be led, like, you know what I'm saying? I could, you know, I could shut up when I need to, you know. And that's just been amazing too, that, you know, we all been able to just trust each other and let each other do what it is that, you know, we have to offer. Sorry, I'm coming out my jacket at this.
You good. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home to the unsigned artists, our special guests. I would say, let me try my math, 1/8 of the Monstarz, one movie Monstarz. Ameera, listening in, probably just loving you guys, you know, taking charge. And is she here?
You might not.
I don't think so.
No, it's all good. You guys did an outstanding job, not only representing the team, but letting us know about the Picture Boy, which the plan is there. The movie's almost good to go, and premiere this fall. I already told people this is my plan. Okay, so listen, pumpkin pie, whipped cream, and then I'm driving to Jersey. So I will see you guys in a month. Okay.
Yes.
I can't wait. I gotta pick an outfit. I know you.
Hey, come comfortable. You don't have to like.
No, I'm coming. Like, cause I'm coming outside. All right. I'm coming outside. I might come with braids. I don't know.
Listen.
Yo, I'm not playing. I got the curls. I'm growing up. I appreciate you guys coming and talking to us. And you know, hopefully we did our justice here for you guys. And also, man, I've learned so much, not only of your team, just I have not taken a smile off my face. All right, I don't smile a lot. Well, I smile a lot, but you know, it's usually some bad intentions. There's nothing here that I can tell you right now. I just want to reiterate. Not only do they do the movie Monstarz, they do a whole bunch of things for their community. Justin is an author and an illustrator and a whole bunch of other stuff. And if you guys want more information, you can always go to moviemonstars.com, go to the About Me section, and all their other lifestyles are displayed there. Their Instagrams, their websites, all that. You guys should be seeing that in the chat right now. He's gonna walk the red carpet. Yeah, yo, they have a red carpet. I'm there. What are you talking about? If you guys got anything else, and shout out to the sponsors. I don't know how to get sponsors, so shout out to you guys for getting sponsors. And the actors and I think one of the questions in the chat was and are all the actors from Jersey? Were all the actors from Jersey, or they're just, you know?
Most of them. Our main actor, he's actually from Brooklyn. He's lived in Jersey for a really long time, but he's from Brooklyn. And they're mostly from Jersey, but they don't all live in Jersey. Like Keno Will, I know he lives deep into PA somewhere, but the majority of them are from New Jersey. Yes.
Harrisburg, PA. He lives in.
Man, big shout out to them. I don't know. Look, you guys seem like you got this on smash, and I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just gonna be behind the scenes, but an incredible supporter. You know, let's watch this movie next month. Let's do this.
Sure. And bring business cards. We can go on network.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm definitely doing that. You got to introduce me to these people I don't know though. Like,
yeah.
Cause I don't know nobody. No, let me stop. I know people. I think I know the people. But thank you so much for this conversation, and let's, yeah, man, Picture Boy out this fall at selected theaters, and then on demand by the goal is summer of 2022.
No.
Wait, what?
January 2022.
Summer
January.
January. Oh, this January for internet.
Yeah.
Yo. Big shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening in. Oh my God, I just got rated by Cranian. I just finished my interview with movie Monstarz. Everybody that's just tuned in, thank you so much. Go click that link to their stuff. Movie premieres this fall. I'ma be there. Check my Instagram. No, let me stop. Thank you guys so much.
No problem. Thank you. Keep going, brother.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
I'm listening. Trust me.
Yes, I also want to say if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at Crazy Cool with the K. Crazy Cool _. So that's KRAZYCOOL _ as well as our Movie Monstarz page, which is spelled Movie Monstarz MOVIE MONSTARZ. Yes.
I'm gonna follow up after that. Mine is Emperor GUZ. Really simple. Emperor Goose. I'm probably gonna change that name, but yeah, that's my IG.
Yeah, man, I'm following you guys here tonight. I was gonna do it over the week, but I didn't want to seem like a stalker. And man, it was an incredible conversation, and so many people needed to hear this. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Dave, for having us.
We'll talk next week. Well, we'll talk every day. Supposedly, that's what I gotta do. All right. I'll hit you guys up every day and just ask you what you eating. Tell Ameera I'm asking her what she eating all the time.
And the momentum is there. So start the group chat. We do this in a text message. What you saying?
Okay. I'm there. Just add me. I'll talk to you soon.
Got you. I'm gonna make the group chat.
Oh my God. I gotta tell wifey this. All right. I'll talk to you soon. I'll add wifey too. Fuck it.
Hey, wifey.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
The whole household.
Yeah. No, you don't want that. That's too many. I got a lot of people in this house. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Whoa, big shout out to Cranian. Thanks for the raid. You know I was doing something. Nah, let me stop. Thank you guys so much for the raid. I just wrapped up an interview with the movie Monstarz. You will see a link once in a while coming in here. And big shout out to Sissy Smitty. Thanks for the follow. Nuto, Animal Crossing Tiffany, thanks for the follow. Cranian for the raid. 15 months subscription from Eddie. Are you kidding me right now? What? 15 months? Yo, I gotta give you that money back. I don't know why you stay here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you're staying here. I see a whole bunch of familiar faces. What is it with you guys rating me this week? It's a much love. Thank you guys so much. And I don't know if I want to stay on right now. What is this? Should I stay on? Should we talk about this movie? Let's play the movie one more time, guys. Let's play the movie. Let's play the movie one more time. And then shit. Yo, I'll tell you, Daisy is in the building. How you doing, Daisy? You good? Those kids running amok. Also, my keyboard disconnected somewhere along that, so I couldn't type a lot. So I apologize. There was a lot of things going on at the same time. And it's super quiet, guys, and I'm sorry. So
Man, that nigga better let us new money like he love that Kim.
My dad business.
So picture. Is this what happens on your watch?
Inhale, let your breath flow like water. Drink in the nourishment so balance don't falter. Walk in creation as all God's on your altar.
tell me why there was a music video sitting in the background. What? Wow. So, what do we do now?
They should never gave this dude a mic. Here we go! He's killing it. Watch out! He's showing love and he's mad about it. Madluh. That's why we say, come on, man, you already know. Madluh.
And then the freaking camera just freezes. Ugh. What a day. I gotta figure this out. The other camera? Can I get another camera? Can I get another camera, please? Thanks so much. Ugh. Well, that was a lot. And that was really cool. And I'm going to Jersey in a month, right after Thanksgiving dinner, to see the premiere. So they really they really gave me a group chat. They really out here gave me a group chat. Put your names so I can save it. Oh my God, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. Thank you guys. Thank you. Oh my God, that was lovely. They really just put me in a group chat. It's getting a little serious. Who wants to come with me to the premiere? Let's go. I changed it up, people. Let me tell you, I had a conversation with Justin way before, like a month ago, about doing this interview, and just like they were today, all positive, all this, or trying to find the silver lining. That's how they are, and that takes a lot. I'm telling you, I don't know how to. I don't even know how people do that, but they've, you know, that's love right there. That's love. That's mad love. Okay, that's crazy. That's nuts. Mad love. Yo, we out. Come on. You should see me in the island. You should see me in the island. I'm by myself. You should see me in the island. Let's go. I'm walking around, I'm seeing a whole bunch of update stuff. A bunch of shoes, a bunch of couches, it's so rough. Look at this cool globe. I'm running around the island by myself. So many times I put those dodos out. You would think it'd be packed after all those shout outs. You should see me in the island. You should see me in the island. I'm by myself. No one's here. You should see me in the island. You should see me in the island. I'm by myself. No one's here. I could talk about my life. I could talk about everything that's not right. They be like, yo, you oughta rap. You oughta got ass kicking the facts. You mad la. We just got mad la. You did that glue to us. And I'm like, yo, what about my islands? I did the code. I brought the energy. I brought the magic. I brought the energy. I brought the memories. I'm at the energy. Sitting in my island. I'm waiting centuries. No one's coming. So I go to that beach. I press down. He looks up. The moon talks to me. You should see me in that. Oh. Thank you guys so much. If I don't see you guys. Oh, wait. I'm already hosting. What? Stop the stream, bro. Thank you guys so much. Thanks everybody on all the other social media platforms.